Welcome to this amazing Sunday, guys, and that the world is changing because of the greatest health crisis ever. This is quite not the big news, but now we are having something that I stumbled onto this morning. So let's have a look. It seems that Zoom, the video conference company, is now on the stock market by market capitalization more valued than the top 7 worldwide airlines that are basically on the stock market. So this struck me to just discuss this morning, what is happening. We are pushed into digitalization like never before. And this was clear to me when on the conference call of Microsoft, they said that they think that the current situation is pushing Microsoft 2 years ahead of their plans for digitalization. So they see huge run on their cloud business and many other digitalization products. So you see that once those kind of waves are hitting us, consumer behavior is changing. We are more at home, right? Watching Netflix. We are not going to meetings. Rather, we stay at our home office and doing video conference, right? So think about that consumer behavior sometimes changing permanently. What does it mean? So imagine the following. Now everything eases a little bit, and we are having more and more people getting back to work. More and more lockdowns are getting eased. But what happens, let's say, for a sales rep that need to speak with a client that is away about 100 or 200 or 500 kilometers, right? Or 500 miles. Usually they maybe jump on the plane and fly over from, for example, in the US, it's very much common that you just jump into a plane, you go to a meeting, and then you are there and presenting something. Now, this all, or most of it, will move online. I have seen so many voices out there that they said, we just try out Zoom, and it's brilliant, guys. It's working so well. We can conference call in a very high quality, in a very nice manner. We can, get together. So many interesting things are possible now with Zoom that, I think in future, people and companies will think twice to make that business trip and save this money, save the hazard, save the overall time that you are preparing to go on a business trip, right? To prepare everything, to go on a plane, depart, and so on and so forth. So I think the world is changing how we see and will act in the future. How about the movie theaters, right? Do movie theaters will exist in the future, or will they just stream on our favorite streaming platform? This will be the question, and this is always a change in consumer behavior after this kind of bigger events. We have seen this in the past, and let's have a look how Zoom is looking compared to the overall situation here. So first of all, shout out to Visual Capitalist. This is a website that is making beautiful graphics here. This is not a paid endorsement or anything. I just love to mention the resources that I'm using, and I'll also endorse this beautiful work that I'm putting together. And they put this graphic together that is showing the market capitalization of Zoom versus top airlines. And as you can see, Zoom Communications, the communications platform and company out there, have now a market capitalization of $48.78 billion. And you see here in the last couple of months how the user participation changed. So this is daily meetings in millions, okay? These are millions. So in December, we still had about 10 million meetings per month, which 20 times in March already. And then again, 50% increased from March to April. And if this continues, then I can see that Zoom will even go higher than that. Some people are thinking, hey, is it now a good opportunity to basically short Zoom? Is this the right move? But I wouldn't do that right now because, I think there is definitely value in this, and there will be value in the future that Zoom will definitely stay on those levels for now. Maybe there will be definitely some profit taking, as we can see in the past, when something like this happens. But overall, you can imagine that those companies are then came and raised to stay. And now we have on the opposite side, Southwest airline, right? The cheap or budget airline that was very well managed for many, many years. I'm not so much into this airline anymore. But I remember reading a book about it where they said, they want to be the alternative to very cheap transportation, ground transportation, right? And this means a lot already to me if an airline says that, because airline was always a little bit of a premium transportation method. However, Southwest was deemed to change that. Then we have Delta Airlines with $12.3 billion. We have United with $5.87 billion. Then we have the International Airlines Group, IAG, with $4.11 billion, and then we have Lufthansa with $3.87 billion, American Airlines with $3.89 billion, and Air France KLM Group with $2.14 billion. So Zoom, $48.78 billion, compared to airlines, this top 7 airlines here, $46.21 billion. So you can see how crazy this sounds, guys, and how things can change rapidly on the stock market, and you see how many people are running into those new technologies. Now I want to say something to the airlines though. So we have seen Warren Buffett dumping a lot of airlines just recently. He don't believe that there's a future in the airline business, and I believe that if you are a value investor, okay, so if you're looking for value, maybe this is a play for you, because at one point for sure, maybe this will be a couple of years, maybe this will be in a shorter time that we anticipate, but the airlines will fly. Maybe some of the airlines will not survive the downturn, obviously. But there's, for example, I talked in one of my vlogs also about the Lufthansa. Now, as you can see, the value is $3.87 billion in dollars. That's about, I would say, 3.5 billion euros. Now, looking into the assets that they own, like airplanes, they have like $30 billion of assets. So basically you are purchasing for a tenth of a price of Lufthansa stock, you can purchase 10 times more of value of the assets, right? Now the question is really, if there is not much air traffic, how much this asset is really worth, right? But if you are thinking about that, you are purchasing a brand. Lufthansa also gets, for example, bailouts discussions with the German government. So you see there's lots and lots of discussions out there to save companies like Lufthansa and many, many more. So I think that, for some or the other value investor, this are interesting place, especially in the crises. There's a very, very nice wording out there that I would like to share with you, which is never let a crisis go to waste. And if you're wondering, it's not coming from the economical or capitalistic side, it's coming from the political side. So you see also politicians and capitalists are sometimes very similar to each other. So thank you very much for watching, and I come later on, obviously with my daily vlog and live stream. So I wish you a very nice Sunday, and make sure to thumb up and subscribe if you're new here. Thank you very much for watching, and have a nice day.